I am awake already. Nobody needs to wake me up. Good morning. How's everyone doing this Saturday?
Good.
It is the Saturday after the clean-a-thon, so we didn't have one of these official ones last week.
My M&M supply has been replenished.
Yeah, because Mags ate all of her M&Ms. So let's see who's here. So we have Kay, Lynette, Thomas, Betsy, Chris. My mom is here. Benjamin. Tommy, Karen, Hillary, hello. How's everyone doing? I know, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there on Wednesday. I had really bad car problems. And I didn't get home till basically the time the Livecast would have started. But
we all cried just a little bit.
just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a smidge. So yeah.
We commiserate with you, Kay. We do.
Gasp! I like that. Gasp! GEDCOM accuracy sourcing profiles. Gasp! I like that. I'm still drinking my coffee, everybody. Sorry.
Here we go. Coffee
She's
break.
not sorry. Oh, look, mine's
Hello.
magical. It disappears.
Maybe you should explain to us why we're looking at wanted posters of children.
Okay, so, excuse me. For the request of Megs, I have 2 of my 3 COVID grandbabies up here. So I have Miss Ava, who was just born recently, and I have little Miguel, who was born in February, and I love them. I love them so much.
So cute.
And I put up a green background, and I guess my webcam went, oh, she has a green screen up, so it threw the bricks up there. I really didn't do that.
All the babies. So
all
cute.
the babies. Love the babies.
All them babies.
All the babies.
That's number 9 and number 10.
Grandchildren?
Yes.
Oh, you're so old.
I am. I'm ancient.
So we also have Stephen and June pop in. And Pip is here as well. Hello.
Pip kicked bum over the source-a-thon or clean-a-thon. What was the a-thon?
The
clean-a-thon.
The clean-a-thon.
Yeah.
The-a-thon. So I guess we can, because we were actually talking about it before we went live, what the question of the week is.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
What is the question of the week anyway?
The question of the week anyway is what is your what are you using YDNA? How are you using YDNA in your research?
Took a bit, but we got there.
Wow. And there's 44 answers. There's really great answers. People testing older generations. But I wanted to go through, I've got a couple of slides here that I did for Roots Tech real quick that I can show you. And let's see if I can do this. Do you see that?
Yes.
Great.
YDNA.
Yeah. So the YDNA, when you do a YDNA test, it's for the patrilineal line back thousands of years. It's a direct line of men only. So it's father to son, father to son, father to son, father to son, forever. And it's kind of like a no girls club. So none of the daughters. And you also have to realize that when you say that you've tested your patrilineal line, you're not talking about your father's paternal side or your paternal side. That would be everybody in your father's family. What we're talking about when we're talking about YDNA testing is your patrilineal line only, and that is your line of fathers going down. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick so everybody understood what the question was, and we'll get rid of that and go back to the question of the week. So lots of really great answers. And not very technical answers. So even people who don't understand Y-DNA testing can read these answers and get some really great answers. Barry Smith shared with us a great space page where he's working on the Y lines for the paternal origins of his family, but also it gives great information about other stuff kind of related to him, but also related to a lot of other stuff. So that's fun. So some people actually have some free space stuff going on. June Butka. Is June even here this morning?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, my brother is the oldest male in our line carrying the Stern surname. Keeping in mind to test the oldest generation possible, we did his Y-DNA and my mitochondrial DNA along with our autosomal DNA. I was looking for a supposed half-brother my mother told me about. The story goes that Dad was a wild child and before he married her. But I still haven't found that half brother. We're so happy that you have that search going on, June. So there's also not a lot of matches for him for genetic distances. So that's interesting. And one of the biggest things that June is teaching us in this is sometimes finding DNA matches is just a waiting game. Lots of other people, Jacob Walker showed us some of the places where he's been working, some of the profiles he's been working on. Getting down here, I love Marilyn Kenyon's answers. She's like, there's more than one answer on how I'm using Y-DNA. Number one, she uses it to break through a brick wall for her Kenyon line. When all of the other efforts were exhausted, she used it. Number two, she became a co-administrator for the Kenyon DNA project at FTT DNA. Using Y-DNA to determine that there are two distinct Kenyon lines in England, which is really cool. My question to Marilyn is do you realize we have FTDNA group project here on WikiTree where you can put your pedigrees and tables and all sorts of stuff in free space pages? And number three, she says today she's focused on using the big Y700 result to help us with branching and dating of SNPs, single nucleotide polymorphisms. So she's trying to she's one of those geeky people who's trying to really drill down into the specifics of her family lines. So what I suggest is that people go out and they do some testing for the Y. You can't get a Y-DNA test at Ancestry or 23andMe. It has to be a specific Y test. And the only places where you can get Y tests are at YSeq and Family Tree DNA. And there is a third-party website that you can upload to with your Y and your mitochondrial, and that is mitowydna.org. So it's kind of like GEDmatch, except for it's Y and mitochondrial. And the old database that was available was really important for me for discovering the root of my surname, which is what Y-DNA told me. So go through, read all 4 pages of these answers. There's lots of great answers. And if you have Y and mitochondrial DNA that you're working on and you have some questions, you might find the answers in our question of the week. How about that?
And we also have a DNA project on WikiTree, don't we, Max?
We do. We absolutely do have a DNA project
that you can go to with all your DNA questions.
You could. And if you go on Discord, yes, believe it or not, that
Max is on Discord now. I don't believe it.
I've been drugged into Discord. There is a DNA project discussion in Discord. And if you have questions in there, you can pop a question in and I'll get a buzz that you've asked, or one of the other people in the project will get a buzz that you've asked, and you can go in and you can answer those questions. You can get your answers. Okay, so Thomas Kerneline says that he has to admit, I didn't really have much of an answer for this question. I and my paternal grandfather have been Y tested, maternal grandfather, but haven't been any major discoveries. So you and your maternal grandfather would not share Y-DNA, so you wouldn't find anything between the two of you. But having your maternal grandfather tested for Y-DNA is incredibly good, because then you'll be able to track down your mother's surname line forever. So that's fun. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was telling them right before, which is what we were talking about. I just got my mom's. So on my mom's side, my cousin, so my maternal grandfather's line, which goes to Italy. So I'm getting that cousin tested for the Y DNA, which should go back to Italy. So
I see
I'm
Chris
pretty
Ferriello
excited.
going. Benjamin says that he's got a Y-DNA line that goes back to 700, and he's hoping to get Y-DNA done to check that line. That's fun.
Ooh.
I have to warn you. I got somebody.
Good morning, Steve.
What's that?
I was saying good morning,
Steve. Just said hello, Steve.
Hey, Steve. I am a part of a Galding Cousins project or Facebook group, and I've been trying to get more people to do more Y-DNA testing because I'm geeking out on it. And I talked to Cousins' brother into testing, and the test came back, and they're not Galdens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so be careful.
My brother didn't want to get his DNA tested, but my cousin Jim got his Y-DNA. So that line is back to 1662.
Wow.
But we're kind of stuck on him right now. The records there's a lot of damage to the records of that era. So we're hoping to eventually get past it, but right now we can't.
What's the surname?
Silva.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
That's okay.
Know. In Canada, it's quite common for women not to take their husband's surname.
Yeah, don't you know in Portugal, we're all named Silva anyways, maybe half of us.
You're Portuguese? Oh my gosh, that is such a hard thing to research.
I love Portuguese research. I love it. It's my favorite.
Then I'm going to be sending people to you because I have people who ask me about Portuguese. I have a client who wanted me to do Portuguese, and I said, no way.
Oh,
so
I do.
I should send her to you.
Yeah, I do Portuguese, so.
All right, great. Well, that's it for the question of the week. Go and check everything out. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. There you go, Sarah. Short and sweet.
Yes. My mom says that we have to get my dad's, too. Yes, we do. I have to convince my dad to get.
We're working on that. We are.
Gotta get my father. Okay.
You have to test your father. You're gonna put some Spanish moss in his test when you send it in.
Oh, Max. So now let's go to the next segment of our. Let me tell you, I kind of missed the normal Saturday last week because I like looking at the photos and the profiles. So I did kind of miss that last week. Okay, so this week, so I guess before I actually begin, if any of you actually noticed, we did have more people in the connection finder than usual. So we expanded it because we know everybody's been so excited to get their suggestions for the profiles of the week because projects have been really coming together and improving these profiles. So we really wanted to honor all of these suggestions. So if you know, we have 11 people this week, and I don't know the max that we can do now. Usually it was 9, 10 plus the member of the week, so we'd have 10 people in the connection finder, but now we have 12, so that's awesome.
Are you okay?
It's a lot.
Are you okay?
Who's
mathing?
Okay?
You're mathing again.
Oh. Well, I had counted before 11. It was 11. So okay, so this week DNA test. Steve says DNA testing is on his task list for 2021.
Yeah, the comments aren't catching up to us yet.
That's okay. Yeah, like my mom said, my dad is an only son of an only son. So he's like the only gotta get my dad.
Pip, have you joined a DNA group project? That would be my question. That may help you get across the pond.
Boop. Across the pond. So this week we are featuring medical innovators. Our main profile being Louis Pasteur. So let's go ahead and open him up. Hold on, I'm struggling. Okay. So Louis Pasteur was born in France in 1822, died in 1895. He was regarded as one of the three main founders of bacteriology and is popularly known as the father of microbiology. He created the first vaccines for rabies and anthrax, and he is best known to the general public for his invention of the technique of treating milk and wine to stop bacterial contamination, a process now called pasteurization. Hence his last name. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So this is our main profile of the week, and we have 10 others that are joining him, medical innovators. The next one on our list is Alexander Wood. Born in 1817 in Scotland and died in 1884, a Scottish physician. He invented the first true hypodermic syringe, and Alexander was awarded the designation FRSE, which means he's a member of the Fellowship of the Royal Society of Edinburgh. So that's pretty cool as well. He has his background because he's in. I wonder if he wore a kilt like Pip.
And it's a beautiful background. I like it when the kilts are in the background.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have...
Or the tartan.
I am sharing my screen, right, guys?
Yes.
No, why? So. No, yeah, we're just...
Excuse me. Just want to make... I thought I was. Just making sure. So next on our list, Dr. Solomon Fuller II, pioneering African-American physician and psychiatrist, born in Liberia in 1872, died in Boston, Massachusetts in 1953. He studied psychiatry in Munich, and in 1919 he joined the faculty in Boston University of Medicine, where he continued to make significant contributions to the study of Alzheimer's disease. Very cool. Next, we have Sir Frederick Grant Banting. Born in Canada in 1891 and also died in Canada in 1941. Dr. Best, he began his research for the cure of diabetes. Him and Dr. Best began to research the cure for diabetes, and their experiments led to the discovery of insulin. In 1923, Banting was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Physiology and Medicine, youngest man to receive the Nobel in Medicine. He was also knighted in 1934, and he died in a plane crash in Newfoundland in 1941.
That's my closest one at 19 degrees.
Yeah, please let us know in the comments who you most closely connected to.
Who is this one? Oh, Banting.
Banting. And then Dr. Charles, him and Dr. Charles Best.
20 for me, but he's my closest. He and Joseph Leister.
And he's probably my closest too, because whoever you guys are most closely connected to, I usually am as well. Next on our list, Dr. Virginia Apgar. Born in New Jersey in 1909, died in New York in 1974. In 1938, she was the director of division of anesthesia, which was not yet recognized as a medical specialty in that time. She investigated the causes of infant mortality in the first 24 hours to identify trends that could distinguish infants in trouble. This work led to the creation in 1952 of a standardized scoring system to assess a newborn's health after birth, known as the Apgar score. It is still used around the world as an important tool for the obstetric practice, and in 1949 she became the first woman full professor at Columbia University. And she has a very nice biography. If you guys want to, I always say, learning 30 new things every time I look at all these profiles. We have, after Virginia, we have Wilhelm Eindhoven, born in the Netherlands in 1860 and died in 1927. He was a Dutch doctor and physiologist. He invented the first practical electrocardiogram, or the ECG or EKG, in 1903, and he received the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1924 for the discovery of the mechanism of the electrocardiogram. Oh, look, there's his who did this? Was this Thomas who put in the? I know he was talking about putting the pronunciations. Let's see if it works. Did you guys hear that? Or no?
No.
Oh, man. Well, the link takes you to a thing. It said Willem van Toven. Yeah, that's what it said. Willem van Toven. That's how you pronounce his name according to that. That's super cool. We should definitely have that on every single profile, just saying. Especially the hard.
He was pointing that out in like the word Nobel Peace Prize. That was
Excuse me?
It's the Nobel
Peace Prize.
It's not a Nobel Prize.
Not for being noble?
No.
It's just stuck in my head. Nobel.
Yes.
Thank you, Mags. I struggle sometimes.
You're welcome. We love listening to you struggle. We do. It's one of your most endearing qualities.
Next on our list is Professor Frederick Hollows, born in New Zealand in 1929 and died in Australia in 1993. He became known for his work in restoring eyesight for thousands of people living in poverty in Australia and many other countries. And it is estimated that more than 2.5 million in the world can see today because of his initiatives instigated by him. So, ophthalmologist in Australia.
I bet he would love to be alive right now because they're doing genetic engineering now to repair eyesight for people. That's pretty cool, using CRISPR technologies.
And we have Joseph Lister. I like all these. So the expanding also the connection finder gets a lot more variety of people from different countries, different races, and they have the women and the men and the field. So I think it's great. We have all these projects working and getting these profiles ready to be presented and be on the connection finder.
It is so cool.
So next we have Joseph Lister, Sir Joseph Lister, first Baron Lister. He was born in 1827, died in 1912 in England. Lister experimented with surgical incisions and dressings dipped in carbolic acid and revolutionized surgical practices such as washing hands before an operation. The theory of germs causing disease led to aspic surgery, or surgery completely free of disease-causing microorganisms. So thank you, Joseph Lister, for washing hands, for making everybody wash their hands before surgery happens.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yes. And for keeping everybody so safe during COVID when we...
Yes, definitely.
Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
It's been hard to not touch my face because it's just a habit I have, so that's been hard. So next on our list, Florence Nightingale, born in Italy in 1820 and died in England in 1910. Florence Nightingale was a celebrated English social reformer and statistician and the founder of modern nursing. She came to prominence while serving as a nurse during the Crimean War, where she tended to wounded soldiers. She's known as the Lady with the Lamp after her habit of making rounds at night. Nightingale's theories were hugely influential, and her concerns for sanitation, military health, and hospital planning established practices which are still in existence today.
Why isn't she in my list of matches?
She's not?
No.
She should be, but it's out of order.
Oh.
She was up after Joseph
I see her.
Lister.
I see her. Got it.
I guess the list that's on G2G is out of, not the same order.
It's not
as
the same order on your profile.
22. Thank you.
Next, we have Edward Jenner. Should probably close some of the tabs as I open them, but oh well. So Dr. Edward Jenner, born 1749 and died in 1823 in England. He was an English physician and scientist who was a pioneer of the smallpox vaccine, also called the father of immunology, and the smallpox vaccine was the world's first vaccine. So thank you, Edward Jenner, for creating the first vaccine and getting, smallpox pretty much dealt with.
Eradicated.
Mm-hmm.
Betsy Coe is closest to him, 22.
Last on our list, we have Jane Wright. Born in 1919 in New York and died in 2013 in New Jersey. She's known for the development of chemotherapies, and she is the co-founder of the American Society of Clinical Oncology. Very cool.
I absolutely do not see her in my list.
I am actually 50 degrees from her, which is impressive because that just shows you how far back up the tree it went and how far back down it came. 50. I've never had one like that.
Let's see. Well, she's probably newly connected then in that. Like, let's see who I'm most closely connected to.
It may be that I don't have that part of my branches really fleshed out too.
Maybe.
So let's one of my French lines.
I am 40 degrees from Louis Pasteur. Looks like I'm closest to Virginia and Frederick.
Same here.
21 degrees. Yeah, I don't see Jane either.
She's Jane Jones on
Jane Jones,
profile.
48 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. There she is. 48 degrees.
47. Thank you for fixing that for me, Mindy.
Anytime.
Yeah, and then 21 degrees from Frederick Banting. Always through my paternal grandmother.
Why are we congratulating Greg, Thomas?
I don't know.
Is there something going on?
They had their COVID shots.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
I guess this kind of ties into a theme this week.
Hand washing, vaccinations, and tests. So yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So let's see. Who else? So Hillary says I don't know if you guys said it, 58 from Jane Jones. Yeah, it seems maybe Jane Jones only really has like one kind of line done. So I guess we need to get her more connections.
We need to get her fleshed out.
Yeah, she's one of the more recent, more modern profiles of the bunch. So let's do it, guys. I was pretty far from Lewis as well.
Go flesh her out. As long as you're not part of my challenge team, go flesh her out. Just kidding.
Oh, I stopped sharing, but those were our profiles of the week. Go read them, learn something, see how you're connected. And what I like to do too is, when I have time, is I like to look at the connections and see where my line goes and make sure that line is accurate. Making sure all the connections are there. They're all sourced. At least for the direct line. If you have time to do the full tread, go ahead. But I like to make sure that all of the connections are correct. Making our tree accurate. And it is the year of accuracy. So, okay. So let's go look at the photos. My favorite part of the week. This week's theme was wedding. We missed last week's week, which was birthday. That was a pretty fun one. If you guys didn't see last week's, I would go and check them out on your own. So wedding, we have 70 images, guys. Are we ready? Okay. I won't take as long as I usually do because we have 70, so I'll be a little quick. So I'll only open really good ones. So they're all really good, but if we really need to see the nitty-gritty details, we'll open them. That was a full wedding party. I like that. And we have Thomas Jefferson Crispin and Florence May Melton on their wedding day. It'd also be cool to see all the different styles of wedding dresses throughout the years. A double wedding and a newspaper article. That's cool. So we have a wedding portrait. She's holding some flowers. Last name is Shepherd. Pip, is this yours? It might just be a coincidence, but no, yeah, it was a coincidence. Are you connected to this Shepherd, Pip? John and Mary wedding. Ooh, I like that. It's like kind of like a crown.
Cute.
Oh, that's cute. You have the flower girl. Or maybe flower girls.
Yeah.
They're sharing the duty. I like her. I'm blanking on the thing that goes on the head.
The veil?
The veil. I don't know if there's another term for the really fancy ones, but veil altogether in general. Well, Alexis and Ray Van Meter. June says she has a photo of a Quaker wedding dress. My daughter-in-law's family. Wedding day for Teddy and Joe. Aww. They look really happy. So we have wedding of...
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wedding of Donald Mabel Markert. Not Market. Okay. Wedding of Gordon and Joan. Oh, I like her dress. I'm going to zoom in on that one. With her veil. Very flowy and long.
Yes.
I like that. Harry and Clarice Ireland wedding. That one looks like it's been colorized, at least to my eye. I do like her bouquet. The stuff blowing out. So we have wedding of Gordon Bauer Sutton and Olive Ethel Wright Engel. That's cute. A lot of big sun hats. Herbert and Marlise Rose wedding photo. Oh yes, I saw that, June. Happy belated anniversary. Steve, you can add it right now and probably will pop up if you add your photo right now. I know Chris has done that a couple times. Added it last minute. Wedding photo of Christopher Pascoe Hill and Elizabeth Ridding Oldfield. Oh, Donald has a good question. Is there a way to connect a man and a woman who produce a child but we're not married?
We're not married.
Yeah. The child is and living adult. Whoa. Child is and living adult woman younger than me and would prefer not to add a living person. I mean, you can have them as father and mother on his profile, but then I think there's an option when you add the spouse to not show the mother. I don't know if I'm saying this right. There's an option to like say that
there's an option to say they weren't married.
Mm-hmm.
To not show up as a marriage, but also for her profile, if she's living, you can leave her. Should leave her as unlisted anyways.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have her own account.
Let me see if I can show how to do that.
You don't have to connect biologically, but you can say the confirmation status.
I'm going to show real quick. It should be you should be able to. That was here. Where is that? Now I have to go find it. I thought it was on this little marriage edit field.
So too.
Because I think maybe removing the marriage would do that, but leave them connected to the child. But I don't want to try that. I'm not 100%, but I know there's a way. I think this is it.
I'm trying to find you the one that that we have on this tree.
And Benjamin has a good point here, is that an unmarried couple would be connected by the child. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to designate a relationship.
But I think once you do that, it does automatically add them as spouses on WikiTree. But I think if you do that remove marriage, I think it removes them from being spouses. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a link in our, yeah. Because we had to do that on this challenge week.
Oh, okay. Oh, for
one of those. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are you sending?
I sent it in the team room.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Steven says after the marriage is added, you edit the marriage.
Right.
Okay, so is this the child and the parents?
Yeah, now click on the father and you'll see that it doesn't show him with a spouse.
So he has the child, and the mom and the father do not have that spouse listed.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys edit it on the...
Steve's right. You go into it once you have both the parents added. You go in and edit the marriage just like you would change the date or anything else. And you ask it not to show it on the profile.
Well, I thought it was here, but I guess it's now remove marriage instead of don't show. I would assume that is the case. Because I know it was a different wording before, but I guess the changes. So I think it's remove marriage. Don't quote me on that. That sounds correct to me. I'm just seeing what happens.
This week on Stump Sarah.
What?
I said this week on Stump Sarah.
So that should be the way. So you add both the parents and then remove the marriage. Unless somebody corrects me, but that's what I think. Okay.
This is an oops.
Where is it showing on as do not display, Steve? I didn't see that. Oh, do I need to try again? Is it in the edit? Now I need to. I don't know. Okay, we'll just keep going. Richard and Eliza
shaking hands.
Holding
hands. That's interesting. Holding hands. It looks like kind of like a very, very formal, I guess. Hand holding.
Cute.
That is pretty cute. They're shepherdesses. That's really cute. That's a cute photo. I wish it was not so pixelated, but I do like that. I think that's a cute one. Oh, okay, that's an offer. Okay, for living people. I see. So I guess the remove the eyelash. So the remove marriage is for deceased people, and the do not show is for living people. Did I get that right?
Cute. He looks so young in this picture.
She looks pretty young too.
Oh, that's them again, Kathleen Thompson.
Oh.
The same couple that are kissing in the picture above that's pixelated.
Oh, really? Oh, it's cute. I like that. This looks like a fun wedding. Jim and Vicky's wedding party. Very cute.
Did they go to Virginia City in Nevada?
It says it was in Tarrant, Texas. So we have Whack and Pack on wedding day. I guess it's abbreviated their names. And then with the best man, Ed Strain. Maggie and Len. Cute. Oh, there it is again. That same one. That one looks better.
No. I disagree.
No, I'm just saying it's not as pixelated as the other one. Mary's wedding. Man, I have a wedding photo right here that I could have. I'll show it real quick. Of my dad's parents.
How cute. That's
I should have uploaded. I always forget. I always forget to upload stuff. Even though they're right here on my desk. I really like this one. She looks very pretty. With her flowers, and then she has her little flower girl. I like that. Leslie Gordon Stevens and Elaine McAllister wedding. That's a cute one. I like her little hat veil. Well, Margie's wedding.
And the little boy holding her veil.
Mm-hmm. That's cute.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. We did it. Well, it's unfortunate there's writing on it. I like that photo. It's cute. Florence Middleton and Glover Young. It's a cute one too. Milton marries Ethel. That looks like it's cut, like they cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same one but colorized from little Smith Rare wedding. He looks like he's a sailor. In the Marshall Islands? Where is that? Where is Marshall Islands? Inform me.
Pacific.
1911. Someone wants to do some Googling and tell me where Marshall Islands is. I would like to know.
South Pacific.
Oh, I thought you said something about being specific. That's a cute one. I guess they just got married and they're walking out of the church. I like that one too. Cute. So many cute ones. Maddox wedding. And let's open that up so we can see it a little better. Lots of top hats. I like her bouquet is very big too. Big bouquet. They're all holding pretty big bouquets.
Yeah.
All of them, ladies.
Wow, that's a big bouquet.
Mm-hmm. I like her dress too. I like seeing all the dresses. I'm enjoying this. In the Congo, that's cute. I like that. That's fun. They're about to drive off to their honeymoon after the wedding. With their just married thing, I can just see it dingling along the road. That's a cute one. Just kind of leaning up against the table.
Yeah, I just got married.
Oh, they're inspecting their car before they
I think they're putting the top up.
Oh, I guess maybe it's about to rain and they want, or they're putting it down so they can flow in the wind. It could be,
Could be
who
either.
knows? I don't know.
We could flip a coin.
What does everybody think? We're placing bets. Putting it on or taking it off? Well, this one's a little bit damaged, but it's a cute photo. Like their outfits. Okay. I like that one. I guess he's in his uniform. He's putting it down. Pressing the lock it. That does make sense, but I wanted to place some bets.
The Jaguar.
It's a Jaguar. That was somebody's.
Car.
Oh. I do like this one. That one's cute. In Indiana. I like these big wedding party ones. Get everybody together and take a photo. Schooly wedding day. Rafael Fiallos and Carmen Molina Salazar.
Did really good with that one.
Well, that's Spanish. I do know how to do those. the Hispanic names. Roe Lanning and Virginia Crick wedding party. Oh, that's a cute one. Oh, a little girl.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm. It was an I guess that's Indonesia, I'm assuming. From just using my powers of deduction. Chong wedding. Oh, they're having a band. That's probably not the right word, but it's a band playing. Orchestra.
The quartet.
Quartet. There we go. I knew.
Tired after the day.
Mm-hmm. Finally, probably got a break away from the guests, and they're taking a little breather. That's a cute one. Timmy McLaughlin and Lucy LeGrand. Just from kind of looking at this photo, it doesn't look like it's a white dress. So
no.
Looks like it has patterns. Interesting.
I bet that's not a wedding dress. I bet that's the regular picture
Maybe.
of the young couple.
Maybe. Edith Green and George McElroy. Man, let's take it with so many photos. We're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Maybe we should continue to scroll through as Mindy tells us about our challenge week.
Yeah, well, she kind of told us we had a non-marriage thing that we were looking at. That happens.
Well, we all have those instances in that tree. Mm-hmm. And I can't give away any secrets, but I will tell you that our brick walls down already is more than is on my hand. So
really? More than that?
Ooh.
More than that. We're having a stellar week.
That's awesome. And if you guys, you're able to watch Wednesday, it is recorded. It's on YouTube and Facebook if you wanted to go watch it. And then on Wednesday, we'll have our wrap up for Connie. And we're kicking off Scott Fisher, correct? Our next week?
Yes. With Connie, we actually wound up revisiting North Carolina, though. I can say that. So the week before, her whole tree was North Carolina. Just a section of colonies, but
That's the last photo. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the wrap up and see what everybody found. And I know everybody's been working really hard. I haven't had a chance to really look at much this week. But I probably will dive in over the weekend. And
yep, I'm hoping more people can stop in on the weekend. We still have plenty of brick walls out there listed that people can work on.
Maybe I can get a bounty point. Who knows? Maybe not.
So who are we working on this week, in case people don't know?
We are working on Connie Knox's tree, and it's really been interesting. She has, her paternal side is North Carolina and Denmark. Her maternal side, though, is Virginia, West Virginia, U.S. states. So plenty of places, once again, for people to go work on if they're worried about seeing that Denmark on there. There's a lot in the U.S. and some of it that's over in England. So it's been fun finding out these new branches, new ancestors.
Nice.
Yeah, and Connie is from Genealogy TV.
Mm-hmm.
And we had her on live on Wednesday, and we'll have her on live again. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, our wrap up for Connie. And kicking off for Scott. We're officially going into our 5th month of the challenge, and it's May 1st today.
Yay.
First day of the month. Woo!
Happy May Day.
Yep.
Woo, May Day.
I just continue to be impressed by everything our community can do. You guys, all of you WikiTreeers out there, you are just incredible.
Yeah. Showing the world what we're all about. I know every single one of our guest stars have been thoroughly impressed, and it's been awesome. So let's keep it going, and we'll see. You are able to. Are people able to still register for May, Mindy, or no?
For May, they can until May 7th.
Until May 7th, you can still register for May. And here's our lineup for May. We have Scott Fisher, Devon.
I lied. It's May 5th.
May 5th. So the Wednesdays. Yeah. So when Scott's kicks off,
that gives us a couple of extra days of buffer into the month.
Nathan Dylan Goodwin and Gina Philibert Ortega, our May lineup. How exciting!
I am just finishing up Nathan Dillon's newest book.
Yeah, he has a whole bunch of genealogy crime novels.
Chester Creek Murder.
And I will say that we're going to see a new face as a captain for next week. So tune in and find out who it is that's captaining Scott Fisher's week.
Yay!
Oh man! So the kickoff wrap up for Scott is Cinco de Mayo. So.
Everybody, bring a Corona.
Bring it and a lime,
or just a margarita.
Did you not get my whole joke about bringing a Corona?
Yes, we got it, Meg.
Oh, geez.
We got it.
Okay.
I was choosing to. Well, I was more thinking of tequila anyway.
And your mom.
Yeah, I am her daughter, so. Okay. So unless we have any other questions about the challenge or anything we talked about, we will probably go, and we will see you guys on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope everybody has a wonderful week and a wonderful May. I hope, and yeah, we will see you then. Goodbye, friends.